Bison fans, show your school spirit and support McCook Public Schools with an MNB Bison debit card. Every time you sign with the Bison debit card, MNB will donate to McCook Public Schools on your behalf. Make a difference for your school and put the Bison debit card in your wallet today. Call, click, or stop by your local MNB to learn more. MNB Bank, member FDIC.
MNB, that means a difference. MNB.
More Taco John's Courtside continues now from the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Taco John's pregame show here on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. I'm Trent Florman. Joining me now is Medicine Valley Raider head coach Jason Meyer. And Coach, thanks for taking the time to be on the Taco John's pregame show.
Good to be with you.
Hey, how's the injury bug treating you guys so far this year? You don't have a lot of depth on your team, so everybody 100% ready to go?
Yeah, everybody's healthy for the most part. We've got a couple sore ankles that they're all at enough percentage good to go. So, it's the draggy time of the year and the basketball season where you got to fight through stuff. And, we've been really lucky as far as major injuries.
Well, you got a very young team out there, just a couple of seniors on that team, no juniors. But you guys got a lot of experience last year, your freshmen did and everything. So talk to us about, what you kind of goals and expectations you guys kind of came in with this season.
Yeah, our goals were, we had three main things. We needed to rebound a little better this year. We needed to be more consistent. And we needed to shoot the ball at a better percentage than we did last year. So far we've done some of them okay, and a couple other ones, we're still working on them. But yeah, lots of experience back. I mean, we lost one starter off the last year's team, so even though we do have some young kids out there grade-wise, they certainly aren't young when it comes to playing time.
We are listening to the Taco John's pregame show. I'm Trent Florham visiting with Medicine Valley Raider head coach Jason Meyer. Coach, you guys went through a little bit of a slump there, lost 4 games in a row, and then you broke that on Tuesday night against Wallace, and then Friday night came back against Arapahoe and gave them a pretty good game and beat them pretty easily. So talk to us about that Arapahoe game.
Yeah, we controlled the game from the beginning to the end. We knew we could get out and run and play at our tempo, and we could play solid defense on them, and we executed that. And, we took care of business. We kind of did the same thing Tuesday night with Wallace also, and, executed the game plan. And, the 4-game losing streak before that, we played a lot of really good teams and competed really well. We just didn't shoot the ball well enough to have enough points at the end to get them.
Well, you got the RPAC tournament coming up here in a couple of weeks. The Alma and Bertrand are kind of 1 and 2, kind of set right there. But the rest of the conference is wide open, for 3 through 8. How do you guys like your chances of being the number 3 seed?
A lot of it's going to come down to what we can do in our 2 games this week with Cambridge tonight and then with Mullen on Saturday. If we win those 2 games, I think the way I got it figured, but if we don't win those 2 games, it could be 4 or 5. But, and seeding is, bottom line is you got to play people and execute what you can do and try to come out with a victory.
Well, you just mentioned you take on the Cambridge Trojans tonight. Team you guys haven't played very much in the last few years over the regular season, but starting to get back in with them. So talk to us about the Trojans, what you know about them, and how do you guys pick up the W tonight?
Yeah, it's nice to finally have them back on our schedule. We're familiar with them. We've played them with a bunch this summer, summer league, and things like that. So the kids know each other, and us coaches know each other, and kind of what we like to do. And we're looking forward to the game. We're going to have to play defense. They can shoot the ball really well. We got 3-4 guys that if you leave them open, they will make 3. We're going to have to do a good job guarding the 3-point line, keep them from transitioning quick, handle their pressure. And height-wise, it's a team that we match up height-wise well. Usually, we're not bigger than anybody else, so we hopefully can take advantage of the size advantage in certain situations that we'll have. I look forward to be a highly competitive game and up and down and enjoyable to watch.
Well, Coach, thanks for taking the time to be here on the Taco John's pregame show. I want to wish you good luck tonight and also throughout the rest of your season.
All right. Thanks, Trent.
That was Medicine Valley Raider head coach Jason Meyer. We're going to take a quick break, and when the Taco John's pregame show continues, we will hear what Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard had to say following their win over Southwest on Friday night. And all the action's right here on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Hello, farmers. If you're interested in trying a biological product on your farm but aren't sure where to start or what product is right for you, give Caleb Nutt a call. Caleb is your local Mycogold and Genesis Ag representative. With a diverse lineup of products that can be applied on the seed, in furrow, with starter fertilizer as well as foliar, you can be sure that they have a product that's right for you. To get started, call Caleb Nutt today. 308-367-6457. That's 308-367-6457.
You know what happens when a local seed company demands that their focus be on customer service? A lifelong partnership that does what's best for your field and your operation. Western Select Genetics of Cambridge is a new seed company, but you know Lance Shiflett is someone whose focus is customer service, local agriculture experience, and knowledge to the seed industry with his constant focus on the premium care of your success. Call or text Lance Shiflett today, 340-6103, 340-6103.
Honeyman Custom Chopping does more than just silage work, such as chopping, bagging, and packing. They do that very well, but Honeyman also specializes in swathing, merging, manure hauling, and grain hauling. Call Honeyman Custom Chopping today for a conversation about pricing and availability for your operation. Call 737-9159. That's 308-737-9159. And see their Facebook page to see some of their work. Honeyman Custom Chopping of Indianola, 308-737-9159.
Let's sit down with the head coach. This is the Taco John's pregame show.
I am Trent Florman. I'm joined now by Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard. And Clay, what an amazing night for Brady Allmeyer. It seemed like everything he threw up was going in.
Yeah, holy smokes. That was fun to watch. Got himself going with a couple, fast break layups early. We've kind of said when he sees a few of those going, you better get out because they're all going to start going in, and they did. Holy smokes. Fun to watch. Did it kind of, all three levels. He had a few pull-ups, hit the threes, had some fast break layups, had some half court, where he just broke the defense down and scored. And then, we know if we get into a close one in the fourth quarter, he'll hit those free throws. So just an awesome night. He's been putting in, a lot of big games where he hasn't scored like that. I don't know if I ever expected, something to start with a 4, but, we kind of knew there was a big breakout coming, and that was awesome.
And, he shot 11 of 13 from the free throw line. He'd only missed one coming into tonight. Now he's got 3 misses on the season. Just shooting phenomenal from the charity stripe.
Yeah, he is. He takes great pride in that. He kind of wants to be our guy who will ice the games at the end, when they're close. And, he kind of gives the other guys a hard time. It's just not that hard. You just step up there and knock them down. And, some of the other guys think that's kind of funny. But, awesome night from him. They were very game all night. We kind of said that. We said, let's go play at a high level, which I thought we did offensively. Maybe not as much defensively, but let's see if they're ready to play at a high level, and they did. They moved the ball really, really well. They found their shooters. They hit shots when they were open, and so we needed every bit of the big offensive night that we had.
Yeah, Houston Billiter had 32 for them, and the only reason that's not the top story of the night is because of Brady Allmeyer hitting 42. But Billiter, he held him to 11 points in the first half, and then he came out in the second half, 21 points there. He had a pretty good game for the Rough Riders.
Yeah, he's tough to stop. They did some different things in the second half against our zone just to find more looks for him. And he's one of those kids who's just going to hunt shots, and he, kind of ran to the ball and came off some handoffs, and, we thought we were in a decent spot, and he's still cashed it. So he's a tough matchup, a unique challenge. That we've kind of gone to this press and this zone, and, it was kind of a tough adjustment tonight. We thought we had a good plan as far as, having our wings play a little higher, and they did a nice job of adjusting, especially to come out in that second half and, kind of punch us in the mouth right out of halftime. But we're still excited about, how our defense has played recently. We still think that there's some good things we can do with our press and with our zone. We maybe need to, consider switching it up a little bit more, just to, make a team think about, which way are they going to go. But, yeah, offensively, it was just all clicking. I think every guy who played dang near had a attack to the hoop where they had a really good jump stop and a really good finish or a really nice, Braxton had that nice reverse. So I was really excited about that. And we just need to continue to build on that offense and now add, a little better defensive effort in.
A couple other guys that played well for you offensively, Hodge Rayburn and Maverick Webb. Hodge, another guy, really good at free throw shooting. Now, he did miss 7 the other night against Maywood Hayes Center, but that's a rarity, and he did not miss tonight. He was 4-4, perfect 4-4 from the free throw line. Got a little bit of foul trouble, so he had to set tonight, so held to 11 points, but still a pretty good night for him.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. When a guy scores 42, you spend most of your focus on that, rightfully so. But, we got 3 guys into double figures tonight,
yes,
which was great as well. And Creighton was kind of dealing with those cramps. It was kind of all night, and we were hoping we could just, eke it out to the end. And, obviously he went down there, and that was no fun. Calf was pretty balled up. But Mav and Hodge did a really nice job attacking the hoop. Both found, timely threes as well off of kickouts. So I was pumped about that. Braden Miller, like I said, had some big plays. Made a few free throws and then had that nice little putback. So we got great contributions. Sometimes it's easy to just say, kind of one-man show, but got great contributions from everybody. I thought Sean came in and played nice again. I thought Gavin gave us big minutes, just being very solid, doing what we needed him to do defensively, and getting a few big rebounds. And Braxton, it was nice to see him have a nice second half there with those 4 points, the putback and the nice drive.
I was going to say, you had some guys step up. Braxton Mitchell did some good things tonight before he fouled out. And then, when it came crunch time and Ruggles went down, you already had Miller and Mitchell sitting on the bench. Well, Sean Pauly and Gavin Gunderson come in, and they played solid. I mean, they helped you get the big win.
Yeah, they really did. They didn't try to do too much. They just kept it pretty simple. We got sped up at times, but when it came crunch time, we slowed ourselves down. We played at our pace, and we did some really good things.
3 big games coming up next week. I believe you've got Medicine Valley, Sutherland, and Maxwell. So talk about Medicine Valley first. Tuesday night coming here back home again. So talk about the Medicine Valley ball game.
Yeah, huge game. Obviously just because it's the next game. Obviously because it's an RPAC East game, it's big. But also, we're getting close to conference tournament time. Conference seeding, it comes out at the end of next week. They're a team who's got a very similar record to us, just like tonight, where we could end up on either side of them with a win or a loss. So it's one that we really need to be focused for. Just a dangerous team. They kind of play similar to us, or similar to how we've been playing defensively with the flying around and the trying to kind of create a little bit of chaos. They have a lot of young guys who've played a lot of basketball already. Kids who were starting as freshmen last year who are now sophomores. The Brown kid, the lefty, he can really score. He can really shoot. Einspar, it seems like every time I'm checking one of their box scores, he's right in the mix for the leading scorer. They got Tice Pate, shoots the ball really well. I'm forgetting one. Oh, Robley.
And too.
Yeah, Robley. He's really good all around. He can attack the hoop. He can shoot outside. Similar to his brother. And then the biggest challenge is going to be they got a really good post player. He's a little bit undersized, but he's used to being undersized. Brody Senfinside is just a monster on the glass. That's the other thing I always see when I check the box score is, it'll say, Senf led him in rebounds with 19 or something crazy. So that's going to be a big challenge for us to get him off the glass and also make him catch it far away from the hoop, because if he catches it, on the block, he's got kind of a nice array of post moves, and he'll make it really, really tough on you. So they're a big challenge. They don't go super deep into their bench, but those 5 are used to just playing all game and flying around and creating havoc. So it could be another one like this, or I could see it being a grinded out 35-37 game too. I could see it going either way. Kind of just depends on if either team is hitting shots, or if either team is not ready to go, and we have to make sure that's not us. We got to make sure that we're as ready as we were tonight. And then add in the defense and hopefully have a good night.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win tonight, and let's go get another one on Tuesday night.
Yeah, sounds good, Trent.
Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll wrap things up here from Cambridge on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
First Central Bank.
There are many reasons why people bank at First Central Bank. It could be because of our First Link online banking, the variety of accounts we offer, or it's the hometown service you get from us at First Central Bank. Come by and discover why so many trust First Central Bank as their financial partner. First Central Bank, member FDIC.
Samway Floor Covering and Furniture.
You know what they say, if you don't want to be boring, just change your flooring. Well, actually, they don't say that, but they probably should. Samways has the cure for boring with some of the finest and most durable carpet from Shaw and Mohawk. plus beautiful designs of LVT, tile, and more. Go from boring to charming at Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, North Highway 83, McComb.
Samway Floor Covering and Furniture. You'll love this store.
The following is a presentation of high school basketball from the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network, KZMC McCook. Listen online at 1021kzmc.com and the 1021 KZMC mobile app. High school basketball is on the air.
Emory Tomlin wide open three, rolls around, goes. Emory Tomlin cashes it in. Back to Webb. Going to take the three. She was hot from there from the corner, and she's got her third one of the ball game. 9 points for Aspen Webb. He skip pass over to Ruggles. He's going to drive, gets into the short corner, puts a shot up, and it goes.
This is high school basketball. Let's go courtside. Here's Trent Florum.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florum, Kevin Martin back here with you live from Doyle Show and Fish Court here in Cambridge as the Raiders are in town to do battle. These two teams battling out. This could be easily for the number 3 seed in the RPAC tournament that starts here in a couple of weeks, or that starts the 21st. It'll be next weekend. This will be for the 3rd seed on the east side. The Raiders have won 2 in a row, looking to make it 3. The Trojans have 3 in a row, looking to make it 4 here tonight. Starting lineups tonight brought to you tonight by Mark's Pharmacy and Know Your Number. High blood pressure in the United States is a major problem. Only about half the Americans with high blood pressure have their condition under control. Mark's Pharmacy can help you know your number with a quality blood pressure machine in the home to help get accurate results that are sent directly to your doctor. Contact Mark's Pharmacy to learn more and know your number. Now here are tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for the Medicine Valley Raiders, number 1, a 5'8 sophomore, Lucas Einspire. Number 3, a 5'8 sophomore, Ethan Brown. Number 12, a 6'1 senior, Brody Simpf. Number 13, a 6'2 sophomore, Mason Robley. And number 24, a 5'11 senior, Caleb Einspire. Head coach Jason Meyer, assistant coach Brian Evans for the Raiders. For the Trojans tonight, it's number 12, a 6-foot junior, Creighton Ruggles. Number 14, a 5'7 junior, Brady Allmeyer. Number 15, a 5'7 junior, Maverick Webb. Number 20, a 6-foot junior, Hodge Rayburn. And number 23, a 6-foot junior, Braden Miller. Head coach Clay Shepard, assistant coach Bronson Wood for the Trojans. And Kevin, these two teams kind of mirror image of each other. No real big man, like to shoot the three, can take it inside, drive and kick. It's going to be looking in a mirror, I think.
Yeah, it really is. The biggest difference is that MV doesn't have a bench. You know, they don't have it. They got Pate coming off the bench as their only guy.
Peyton Newcomb plays a little bit, but not a lot.
Not a lot.
That'll be your only two really that come off unless they get in foul trouble.
Yeah, they're going to go with 5 or 6 guys and ride them out. But these 5 guys from Mid Valley have played a lot of ball together too.
Yes, they have.
They're young, but they played a lot of ball together.
Simpf and Ruggles will do the jumping here for the ball game. Raiders in the red uniforms going right to left. The Trojans in the white going left to right. The referee approaches the circle. Ball's in the air, and we are underway. Ruggles wins a tip. Up to Webb. Webb back to Ruggles. Top of the key. Right side it goes to Webb. 3 on the way. Starts it off right. Maverick Webb buries a 3 from the right wing, and the Trojans get the early lead. Full court press coming from the Trojans. Here's Robley with it. Robley up ahead to Brown. Down in the corner. Brody Simpf down short corner. Double team. Got to kick it back up. This is Lucas Einspire. Drives inside. Puts a shot up. Got it. So both teams hit their first baskets, and it's 3-2. And we're going to see a press coming from the Raiders now. Rayburn back to Webb. Up the floor comes to Allmeyer. Skip pass back over to Rayburn. He'll bring it across the timeline. Down to Ruggles in the right side. Back up to Rayburn. Now Webb has it. Back inside to Ruggles at the free throw line. Kicks it back out to Webb. Down in the corner. Rayburn wide open 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes down. It's picked up by Ethan Brown. Brown up to Florida Einspire. Lucas Einspire across the timeline. Comes to Robley here on the left wing. Robley goes inside. Brown knocked away by Miller. It's picked up by Caleb Einspire. Back up top, Robley. Kicks it over to Lucas Einspire. Free throw line jumpers on the way. It's off the rim. Won't go. Rebound Brown. Can't get the shot to go. We got a foul. And Brown will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
I don't know that pressing is going to do either team a lot of good. There's a lot of ball handlers on the floor. Like 10 of them.
Yes.
So I'd be surprised if either team presses very long.
Ruggles picked up the first foul, and Brown misses the first free throw.
Ruggles has got to stay on the floor. Brody Semp's a handful, and he's the best match they got.
Brown, the lefty, lives across the street from him, my neighbor here, trying to tie it up and does. We're tied at 3. He goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Ruggles inbound. It gets it into Webb. Right back to Ruggles. Back to Webb. Back to Ruggles in the middle. Ruggles trying to get it up top to Allmeyer. Stolen away by Robley. He goes inside, puts it in.
Surprise.
And here's Allmeyer with it down the floor, going right down the middle. Going to dribble back out to the top of the wing. Skip pass over to Webb. Webb back to Allmeyer here. Goes inside for Miller. Miller back up top of Webb. Wide open 3 from the top of the key, and Webb's hot. 2 threes to start the ball game, and the Trojans have a 6-5 lead.
Maybe the missing link tonight.
Lucas Einspire down looking for his brother Caleb. Is knocked away by Ruggles. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Raiders.
Both play primarily 2-3 with pressure.
So Brown trying to get it in. Gets it into Caleb Einspire. He goes down underneath to Brody Simp. Back out to Brown. Short corner shots on the way. He buries it. Can't leave Ethan Brown open. He doesn't miss very many. Webb back to Ruggles. Ruggles up the floor to Allmeyer. Trojans break the press. Backdoor pass inside to Rayburn. It's blocked by Brody Simp and goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans. Raiders lead at 7-6. 2 minutes gone out of the ball game. Webb to inbound it. Box set from the Trojans. Webb trying to get it in. He's going to throw it back up top for Rayburn. He'll let it go in the backcourt and run it down. He'll be picked up by Robley.
Little man now out of MV.
Allmeyer back up top to Webb. Kicks it off to Rayburn here on the right side. Back to Webb. Webb trying for 3. Can't get it to go. It's picked up by Caleb Einspire off to Simp. Simp quickly up the floor. Bounce pass inside to Mason Robley. And he's got 4 points here. Raiders go up by 3, 9-6.
That was nice.
Webb trying to throw it to Ruggles. He'll save it, but it's going to go right in the hands of the Raiders. Now they lose it. It's picked up by Webb. Webb on the run. Tried to look down. Nice pass inside to Rayburn, but he can't get the shot to go. And the rebound is by Brody Simp. 3-on-1 break for the Raiders. Simp goes inside. Euro step move, puts it up and in.
Raiders look good.
Rayburn needs to use the glass on that last layup. Here's Allmeyer. He'll go past Simp, drives inside, puts it up, can't get it to go. Rebound, Caleb Einspire. Quickly out to Simp. Simp on the right wing now. Kicks it back out to Lucas Einspire. Goes off to Robley, left side, goes inside. It's knocked away by Ruggles. Ruggles lost the ball. It's picked up by Robley. Kicks it over inside to Brown, blocked by Rayburn. Rayburn kicks it out to Webb. Here come the Trojans on the break now. Ruggles drives inside. Spin move, kicks it back out. Rayburn wide open, 3 short. Rebound comes down to Lucas Einspire. Back up top it comes to Robley. Now to Simp. Simp has it knocked away by Allmeyer from behind into the hands of Braden Miller. Up the floor it comes. Ruggles has it. Ruggles going to drive inside, works up against Simp, puts a shot up and in. 11-8. Raiders with a 3-point lead. 4:25 left in the first quarter. Robley, skip pass over to Einspire. He'll bring it across the timeline. Down the corner it goes to Brody Simp. Skip pass out to Robley. Thought about the 3, doesn't take it, drives inside. Shot's too hard. Rebound comes down to Rayburn. He's knocked to the floor. No foul called. Simp with it, kicks it off to Robley. Robley inside. Ball knocked away, picks it back up, shoots, can't get the shot. He does get the shot to go, and he's fouled.
Got a little lucky. He should have went up with it early, but he got away with it.
Braden Miller picks up his first. Tice Pate checks in. Caleb Einspire goes to the bench for the Raiders.
Good pace to this game.
It's 13-8. Robley at the free throw line for the and one, and he's got it. Robley with 7 points for the Raiders here in the half the first quarter, still to be played. Here's Allmeyer across the timeline. Allmeyer kicks it out to Rayburn. He drives, puts it up off the glass, won't go. Braden Miller with the rebound out to Ruggles. Right side it comes to Allmeyer. He'll drive. Inside, nice pass inside to Miller, and he's going to be fouled by Brody Simp. So Miller will go to the free throw line on the season, shooting 50%, 2 of 4. Or excuse me, that's Gunners. He's shooting 42%, 5 of 12. Don't have any stats for the Raiders. They don't have any on Max Prep, so. Miller hits the first free throw.
Raiders have to stay out of foul trouble. If Cambridge get them in foul trouble, that's going to be a big part of the game.
Rayburn goes out of the ball game. Braxton Mitchell checks in. Sean Pauly getting ready to check in for Braden Miller if he hits a free throw, and he does. So Miller hits both free throws. Makes it a 4-point ball game with 3:48 left in the opening period. 14-10 Raiders. Lucas Einspire trying to break the press. Gets it up to Simp. Simp. Skip pass back over to Ethan Brown. Up the floor it comes. Tice Pate. Pate back over to Lucas Einspire. Right side up high. Goes inside. Brown kicks back to Pate. Wide open three. Got it. Tice Pate buries a three. Raiders go up by 7.
And he made that with tape and a wrist brace on. He's got something figured out with that.
Here's Webb. Up the floor comes to Allmeyer. Allmeyer on the left wing. Going to drive inside. Kicks it back up top. Ruggles wide open three from the top of the key. Misses it. And it's rebounded by Lucas Einspire. Einspire quickly up the floor. Working left side up high. Gets it off to Pate. Inside it goes. Now down in the corner. Ethan Brown. Short corner shot. Won't go. And Ruggles had the rebound. Lost it. Sean Pauly picks it up for the Trojans. Webb quickly up to Allmeyer. Working on the left wing. Back up top to Webb. Webb comes to Sean Pauly here on the right side. Back up top to Webb. Left side, Allmeyer. Going to take the long three. Got it. Brady Allmeyer hits a three. Closes it back to a 4-point ball game. 17-13. Raiders with the lead. 2:38 left opening period. Einspire up the floor to Brown. He drives, kicks it off to Simp. Nice give and go, but Simp missed the shot. Rebounds picked up by Braxton Mitchell. Off to Allmeyer. Quickly up the floor. Ruggles inside. Going to try to go up. Reverse layup. Can't get it to go. It's knocked out of bounds by the Raiders. Ethan Brown couldn't handle the rebound. 2:22 left in the first period. 17-13 Raiders. Trojans with the ball underneath their own basket. Box set. Get it in. Ruggles. Spin move. Working against Mason Robley. Shoots it off the glass. Won't go. Simp pulls down the rebound. Simp quickly up the floor. Kicks it off to Pate. Pate working right side up high. Gets it off to Einspire. He'll drive. Kicks it down the corner to Robley. Robley goes inside. Simp. Turnaround jumper over Pauly. Shot won't go. Rebound Ruggles. Up the floor comes Webb. Driving inside. Pulls it all the way back out.
You got to take it at Brody Simp. He's got a foul.
Here's Allmeyer. Elbow. Kicks it back out to Webb. Back to Allmeyer on the left wing. Skip pass looking for Ruggles. Is tipped by Pate and into the hands of Lucas Einspire. Back off to Pate. Right side. Puts it up and in. Tice Pate with 5 points in the opening quarter. 19-13 Raiders by 6. 1:34 left opening period. Allmeyer across the timeline. Goes back up top to Webb. Webb comes right side to Mitchell. Now back to Webb. Wide open three. Can he get it? He cannot. And the rebound comes down to Robley. Raiders pushing it up the floor. Down the floor comes Simp. Got it inside. Puts a shot up and got this one.
Well, they just kind of flow up and down the floor. They're a good-looking bunch.
Raiders up by 8, 21-13. 1:05 left here in the first period. Ruggles off to Allmeyer. Back to Ruggles. Gives it off to Webb. Webb back to Ruggles at the free throw line. He's going to take it against Simp. Goes down the left side. Spin move. Gets it up off the glass and in. Ruggles has 4. 21-15 Raiders. 45 seconds left. And Simp. And he's going to call it for a double dribble here. It'll be Raider basketball at half court. Rayburn checks in. Webb goes to the bench for the Trojans.
There are some holes in this zone. Cambridge can find some spots here.
Braxton Mitchell working back to Rayburn. Inside it goes to Ruggles. Ruggles back to Mitchell. He'll take the three. Off the rim, won't go. Rebound Lucas Einspire. Here come the Raiders on the run. Einspire down the floor working against Mitchell. Shot won't go. Rebound picked up by Sean Pauly. He'll hand it off to Ruggles. Down to 24 seconds left here in the first period. Raiders lead it by 6. Trojans with the ball coming left to right. Rayburn off to Ruggles. Ruggles back to Rayburn. Back to Ruggles here on the right side up high. Working top of the key. It kicks it off to Rayburn. Down to Mitchell. Mitchell back up to Rayburn. Down to 4 seconds. Allmeyer back to Rayburn. 2 seconds at the buzzer. Won't go. 21-15. Raiders lead it after one period of play. We'll take a break. Back here with quarter number 2 on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Midwest Liberty Federal Credit Union. When you open your account with Midwest Liberty, you become a member and owner of the credit union. At Midwest Liberty, we believe in you. We are committed to giving you the best banking experience and have consistently great rates that improve your financial well-being. We have an unwavering dedication to do what's best for our members. We believe in sharing success, and as a not-for-profit credit union, we can give more back to our members and community. At Midwest Liberty, we're more than just a credit union. We're where you belong.
sports on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham back here with you, along with Kevin Martin. The Raiders lead the Trojans 21-15 after one period of play. Kevin, pretty good shooting from both teams.
Yeah, Medicine Valley has just got a really good flow to them. I mean, they just kind of go up and down the floor. They got guys all their guys can shoot the ball. And Cambridge is going to have to pay attention to what's going on.
Here's a three from Mason Robley, and he buries it from the corner. Raiders had the ball to start the period, and he's capitalized right off the bat. Here's Allmeyer. Going to work across the timeline. Gets back to the top of the key, goes inside to Ruggles. Ruggles working inside against Simp. Goes up, puts it off the glass and in.
That's where you got to go. That's where you got to go.
Lucas Einspire at the basketball, gets it off to Brown, now to Pate. Pate bringing it up the floor, kicks it off to Einspire. Einspire back to Pate, down in the corner, goes to Robley. Robley back up top to Pate, now to Einspire. Now to Pate. Down the corner goes Robley. Robley back up to Pate, now to Einspire. He's going to take the three from the left side, and in and out, won't go. Ruggles skies up, pulls down the rebound. Quickly up the floor to Allmeyer. Allmeyer back inside to Pauly. Shots up, won't go. He's fouled, though. Pauly will go to the free throw line for the Trojans.
Yeah, there's Brody Simp's second foul.
Brody picks up his second. Pretty clean ball game. Only one foul in the first quarter for the Raiders and two for the Trojans. Sean Pauly shooting two here for the Trojans. And he missed the first one. That was probably the ugliest shot I've seen Sean Pauly shoot all season. Simp goes out. Caleb Einspire in.
Let's see if this game swings now. It really could.
Sean Pauly. Second one on the way. It's off the back of the rim. Won't go. Ethan Brown gets the rebound for the Raiders. Brown off to Lucas Einspire. Up the floor to Pate. Across the timeline. Right side up high. Back to Einspire here on the left side. Down the corner goes to Caleb Einspire. Inside Brown. Turnaround jumpers up. And won't go. And rebound Ruggles. Ruggles will bring it up for the Trojans. Off to Webb. Webb gets it back to Allmeyer here on the right side. Up high. Going to go to top of the key, goes to Webb, now to Rayburn, back to Webb. Webb top of the key. Look around, gets it to Allmeyer on the left side. Allmeyer drives. He shoots and can't get it to go. Rebound Robley. Allmeyer had 42 the other night against Southwest. There's three here this evening so far. Einspire down the corner to Robley. Goes inside to Brown. Brown working against Pauly. Turnaround jumpers up, won't go. Rebound Rayburn for the Trojans. Off to Ruggles. Ruggles up the floor to Webb. Webb kicks it out to Allmeyer in the corner. He'll drive inside. Kicks it back out. Ruggles for three. Short. Rebound comes down. It's picked up by Robley for the Raiders. Robley up the floor quickly. Kicks it off to Payton. Almost thrown away by Ruggles. Pate has it though. Shoots, misses. And a rebound comes down to Allmeyer. Allmeyer out to Webb. Webb up the floor. Rayburn. Back up top to Webb. Right side it comes Allmeyer. Thought about the three. Doesn't take it. Skip pass over to Rayburn. Back up top of Webb. Wide open three. Top of the key. Misses it. Rebound picked up by Lucas Einspire. Trojans have went cold here. They're down by 7. Einspire goes inside, and Robley loses the ball. It's picked up by Brown. Back up top, Einspire. This is Lucas Einspire off to Pate. Down the corner, Robley. Skip pass back over to Einspire. Wide open three. Got it. Lucas Einspire with 5 points for the Raiders, and they go up by 10 now, 27-17.
A lot of shooters out there.
Ruggles off to Rayburn. Back to Ruggles across the timeline, left side. Working up top to get it to Webb. Webb drives inside, kicks it back out. Rayburn back up to Allmeyer, wide open three, and can't get it to go. Sean Pauly lost the rebound, picked up by Brown. Off to Einspire. Einspire on the left side, working against Webb, kicks it over to Pate. Down it goes to Robley. Robley guarded by Rayburn. Skip pass over to Einspire. So it takes the three again. Can't get this one to go. Follows the shot, gets his own rebound. Never going to have a foul against Maverick Webb.
Both half-court defenses are pretty passive tonight. They're not pressing out either team. They've kind of just settled back and kind of let things happen. They're not dictating to the offense at all.
Gavin Gunderson checks into the ballgame for Sean Pauly. For the Trojans. Brown gets it into Pate. Wide open three off the back of the rim. Won't go. Rebound's tipped around and it's picked up by Einspire. Einspire in the middle of the lane. Got the shooter's roll. Lucas Einspire, the sophomore, with 7 points for the Raiders. They're up by 12. Ruggles up the floor to Allmeyer. Allmeyer slows things down, kicks it off to Webb now on the left wing. Back up to Allmeyer. Goes inside to Ruggles, down the left side of the lane. Shots up and in. Ruggles with 8 here for the Trojans.
That's where they got to go. It's pretty obvious they're not going to let Brady Allmeyer beat him tonight.
29-19. Raiders with a 10-point lead. Pate with it, gets it inside to Brown. Working against Gunderson, shots in. Ethan Brown with 5. Webb quickly up the floor, finds Allmeyer on the right wing. Gets it to Ruggles. Ruggles kicks it back out to Webb. He'll drive. Loses the ball. It's picked up by Brown. Brown down the floor. Going to get inside. Short corner. Kicks it back out to Pate. Now over to Lucas Einspire. Wide open 3. Can't get it to go. Rayburn with the rebound. Out to Ruggles. Quickly up the floor looking for Allmeyer. Allmeyer's going to dribble it out to the corner. Gets it back to Rayburn. Now back to Allmeyer. Goes inside. Gunderson wide open. Turns. Can't get the shot to go. And it's a rebound by Pate. Robley quickly closed that wide open door for Gunderson. Robley goes inside as Brown working against Gunderson. Lefty can't get the shot to go. Gunderson with the rebound. Quickly out to Rayburn. Trojans on the run. Webb wide open 3 in the corner. Got it.
He's got to make shots because he's the one they're leaving alone.
9 points for Maverick Webb in the first half here. 31-22, a 9-point lead for the Raiders. Timeout by Coach Meyer. We're going to take one with them. 3:12 left in the first half. It's a 9-point lead, 31-22 for the Raiders. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Reclaim your strength with Cambridge Rehab and Fitness. Their goal is to be the best local experts in the field of rehab and fitness that delivers really good results. Everyone is welcome, valued, and cared for by Cambridge Rehab and Fitness. Whether you're recovering from an injury, looking to improve your fitness, or wanting to reach new goals, they've got the perfect program. Let their skilled therapists and trainers create personalized plans to support your recovery and boost your fitness all in one place. Call now to schedule an appointment at 697-4211 or stop in to learn more. Cambridge Rehab and Fitness in downtown Cambridge.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
Einspire, that goes to Brown. Brown kicks it back out to Pate. Back up top to Einspire. Right side it goes Robley down underneath Caleb Einspire. Turnaround jumper short. Rebound Rayburn. Rayburn coming down the floor. He's going to go coast to coast, and he'll have his first basket of the night. Hodge Rayburn off to the races, and they cut the lead to 7 now, 31-24. Trent Florham, Kevin Martin here with you, live from Cambridge. Medicine Valley's in town. They lead it by 7. Caleb Einspire. Skip pass back up to Lucas Einspire. Inside to Brown. Brown working down the left side of the lane. Blocked by Ruggles. It is picked up by Gunderson. Quickly up the floor to Webb. Webb on the left wing. Kicks it back to Rayburn. Back to Webb in the corner. Another 3. Can't get this one to go. And we're going to have a foul on the Trojans. Fouls on Hodge Rayburn, his first. Team second. Just one so far on the Raiders. Simp comes back in the ballgame. Ethan Brown will go out from Medicine Valley. Simp with the 2 fouls. The only player on the floor with 2 fouls. Got both of Medicine Valley's fouls, actually.
I'm a little surprised he's back in with their lead.
Einspire working up top. Gets it off to Pate. Down the corner goes Caleb Einspire. Inside it goes to Simp. Turnaround jumper's way off the mark. Rebound Robley. Working against Braxton Mitchell. Fights inside and puts a shot up and in. We got a foul.
He's had a pretty good half.
12 points for Mason Robley here in the first half. Braxton Mitchell picks up his first foul for the Trojans. 9-point lead, trying to make it 10. Robley misses the free throw. Gunderson gets the rebound. Kicks it off to Ruggles. He'll walk it up the floor. Going to be picked up by Pate. Ruggles gets past Pate, gets to the free throw line, kicks it back out. Mitchell up top. Webb back to Mitchell. Mitchell goes inside to Gunderson. Short corner shots on the way, misses it. Rebound ties Pate. Pate bringing it up the floor for the Raiders. Right side it goes. This is Lucas Einspire. Gets to the free throw line, shoots, and got the shooter's roll. Lucas Einspire with 9. 11-point lead now for the Raiders, 35-24. Allmeyer.
Drawing a crowd.
Back up top to Webb. Here's Ruggles. Ruggles back to Webb. Top of the key. Didn't take the 3, and he travels.
He's going to have to take it because he is the designated prove-it guy right now.
He's got 9 points. He's hit 3 of 4 free three-pointers.
You've got to keep letting them fly.
Press coming from the Trojans. They get it into Pate. Pate will bring it across the timeline. Going to work down the corner. Caleb Einspire inside to Simp. Back to Pate. Wide open three. Misses it. Follows his own shot. Nobody boxed him out, and he got the rebound. Simp working at the free throw line against Gunderson. Drive, shoot, scores. Down the right side of the lane, puts it up, and the Raiders go up by 13 now, 37-24.
Cambridge better be careful here.
Here's Ruggles. Across the timeline, working against Pate. Kicks it off to Webb, and Pate steals it away, and then he trips and falls, and it's picked up by Allmeyer. Allmeyer working top of the key. Kicks it off to Ruggles. Ruggles gets it back to Webb. Now back to Allmeyer. Allmeyer drives inside, back out to Webb. Lazy pass, but Webb runs it down. Three-pointer from Gunderson. Off the rim, won't go. Rebounds picked up by Gunderson. He's trying to drive baseline. Get past, back out. Ruggles, top of the key. Wide open three. Can't get it to go. Gunderson tips another rebound. Simp's going to run this one down. Throws it off Mitchell, then back off Simp, though. Yeah. Simp with a great hustle, but ball came right back to him.
I think Brody's coming out. I think, yeah. Coach Myers like, that's close enough.
Ethan Brown comes back in, and also Gunderson and Mitchell go to the bench. Miller and Rayburn come back in for the Trojans. Rayburn down the left side of the lane, loses the ball, and it's picked up by Mason Robley. Robley down the floor, knocked away by Rayburn. They're going to call a foul on Rayburn. Rayburn picks up his second. 10 seconds left here in the first half. It's 37-24 Raiders. That is the fourth foul on the Trojans, so the Raiders will shoot free throws if there's another foul here in the last 10 seconds. Box set from the Raiders. Brown gets it into Robley. Back to Simp, back to Brown in the corner. Three on the way, misses it. And the rebound's tipped around and picked up by Tice Pate. Shots up, won't go. Robley pulls up the rebound, puts it in. 14 first half points for Mason Robley. The Raiders are up by 15. 39-24 at halftime. It's all Medicine Valley. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Farmers National Company is your premier partner in helping you buy or sell land. Whether it's a traditional listing, a live or online auction, simulcast events, and sealed bid offerings, Farmers National Company has you covered. Proudly employee-owned and dedicated to helping you succeed. Choose Farmers National Company for agricultural, residential, and commercial real estate. Call Agent Lori Harding at Farmers National Company today at 308-660-1861. That's 660-1861. Farmers National Company, Lori Harding Real Estate Sales.
Hitchin' Hay Public Transit. Hitchin' Hay Public Transit. Affordable transportation for everyone.
We're your ride to the doctor, shopping, or work. Just about anywhere. From 8 to 5 Monday through Friday in Southwest Nebraska. We can even get you to Kearney or Grand Island. Call 308-276-2182 the day before to reserve your spot.
Hitchin' Hay Public Transit. Hitchin' Hay Public Transit.
Cope Family Dentistry is now Medicine Creek Family Dentistry. Call Medicine Creek Family Dentistry in Cambridge to book appointments with Dr. Dean Cope or Dr. Lindsay White. Medicine Creek Family Dentistry is still in the same location, same kind and caring faces, and same great quality service. Their phone number is the same too, 308-697-3736. That's 308-697-3736. Cope Family Dentistry is now Medicine Creek Family Dentistry in Cambridge.
You don't have to wait in line for your prescription and over-the-counter medications. Stop by Mark's Pharmacy in Cambridge today, and you'll see the difference. Whether you have a new prescription, need a refill, or would like to transfer your prescription, you will be in and out in minutes with your prescription in hand and your mind at ease. We also offer free daily deliveries to many local areas. If you would like more information about how Mark's Pharmacy can save you time and money, feel free to give us a call at 697-3400. Mark's Pharmacy in Cambridge. Like us on Facebook today.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florin back here with you. Kevin Martin with me. We're here at Cambridge because the Raiders are in town. They lead the Trojans here at halftime 39-24. This is your Hoegemeyer Seeds halftime show. Raised local, raised right here. Hoegemeyer. Learn more at therightseed.com or talk to these local dealers. Frack Seed in Norton, Kansas. The North 40 in Oberlin, Kansas. Moline Seed and Fence in Gothenburg, Nebraska. Monty Hansen in Binkelman, Nebraska. Bo Seed in Orleans, Nebraska. And, of course, Extreme Ag right here in Cambridge, Nebraska. 308-440-2652. Hoegemeyer Seeds, the right seed for right here. And as I said, I'm Trent Florman. I'm joined now by Cambridge Trojan head coach Kaylin Hollander. And, Coach, picked up another win for the season, and really good game against the Medicine Valley Raiders, a team that kind of mirrors you guys.
Yeah.
Kind of looking at the same team, and you got out against them tonight.
Yeah, it was really nice to come out and get a nice W. It was nice to have some points on the board. We came out with a lot of energy tonight, which was something that we haven't had in a while.
Yeah, and they look good. They faced another press, which you knew you were probably going to face every night for the rest of the season because of what Maywood Hayes Center and Southwest were able to do to you. But when you don't play somebody that's heads and tails up here, I mean, those two teams are just physical and demanding, and you got a little ahead of yourselves there. But when you play teams on your level, you play pretty good against the press.
Yeah, we do. I also feel like we're finally starting to kind of understand what the pressure is, and we're starting to put pressure on people too, and I think that's helped us get better with understanding how to break a press. So it was really nice to see them come together as a whole and play all 4 quarters.
And Mallory Springer, what a night. Did she get a triple-double? Do you know?
She probably did.
Because I know she had 16 points, led you guys in scoring. I don't know how many rebounds she had.
She had a ton of rebounds.
And then assists.
If she wasn't, she'd be probably really close. I'll know after tonight.
Yeah, I think, the assist is going to be the question. Did she get enough assists? But, boy, she had a lot.
Yes, she did. I was really pleased the way she came out and played tonight.
When she wasn't scoring, she was dishing the ball.
Yep.
Elizabeth Kubik, she found her several times wide open underneath the basket. Elizabeth with another good night, too.
Yes.
She ended up with 14 tonight.
Yes, she did. It was nice. It was nice that, our outside shots weren't really hitting, but we were finding other ways to score, which was super nice.
I thought you guys all hit the boards well. It wasn't just Mallory, but Elizabeth had a few good rebounds.
Everybody, pretty much almost everybody scored.
Yes.
Everyone at least got a bucket somewhere.
Yes.
So.
And shot free throws well tonight, 68%. You went 8 of 13, so 62% there. So a good night shooting free throws.
Yes, which is nice. That's been something that we've been focusing on as well in practice, is just hitting them. Like, just calm down, tell yourself you can do it.
Thought you played really good defense, too. Now, Remy Stout's the only one that scored for Medicine Valley in the second half. I don't know if you knew that or not. But
I did know that.
So she was the only one that scored for them. She did end up with 20 points, but if one person scores 20 points and nobody else to score,
we're okay.
You're okay, yeah.
We're usually okay. It's usually when we let everyone else score.
And she's a really good player. So, I mean, for her to get 20 points is not unusual.
Yeah, and she was hitting shots with hands in her face and everything. She was determined.
Yeah, I was going to say, it wasn't that she was wide open all the time. You guys were up in her grill, and she was still making shots. And so when you can play that kind of defense and somebody scores, well, they score.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing you can do about it. Like, sometimes, Mallory will look at me and is like, there's nothing you can do. You played good defense. You had your hands up. You did everything you're supposed to.
Yeah, sometimes it just happens.
Yes.
And, also played well defensively, kept the boards. There wasn't a lot of times that they had an offensive board tonight.
Yeah, there was a couple, though. We would give up a few offensive boards, and most of the time we gave up an offensive board, we ended up fouling.
Yes.
We fouled a lot tonight.
Yeah, you got a little bit of foul trouble there. You had Emery Tomlin fouled out tonight. Yep. Elizabeth Kubik, of course, she's always in foul trouble, so we just got to shake her head at that.
It's always good if she doesn't foul out,
And she didn't. She only had 4 fouls tonight, so she played well. Got Sutherland coming to town now on Friday night. It's going to be another team, kind of the same boat you guys are in. They're struggling a little bit this year too. So talk to us about the Sailors and how do you guys get the W against them?
I think if we can come out and play some energy like this, and we come out strong and put some pressure on them, I think we could easily, come out with another W on Friday night.
Yeah, I know they have one person that's averaging double figures, but the rest of their team, not a big scorers out there.
Yeah, we got to shut her down, and then we just got to, protect the ball and not throw it away. Just whenever someone pressures us, I feel like we're starting to figure out, like, we don't have to go 1,000 miles an hour.
Yep.
Like, we can slow down a little bit, and I feel like we're starting to figure that out. I feel like more people are being more comfortable bringing the ball up, so that's always nice too.
Well, Coach, big win tonight, and let's go get another one on Friday night.
Sounds good to me.
All right, that was Cambridge Trojan head coach Kaylin Hollander. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll give you the stats for the boys' game here on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Brynick Truck and Trailer in Arapahoe is the name you can count on for quality, dependable work for your truck or trailer projects. Brynick Truck or Trailer Repair is your home for truck sales, grain trailer rentals, and automotive or diesel services. No matter the season, you want your truck to be in working, dependable order. So don't delay. Get your equipment ready to run and call Brynick Truck and Trailer at 308-962-7200. That's 308-962-7200. 962-7200.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham, Kevin Martin back here with you here at halftime. This is your Hoegemeyer Seeds halftime show. Raised local, raised right here. Hoegemeyer. Learn more at therightseed.com. Also talking to these local dealers. Frack Seed in Norton, Kansas, the North 40 in Oberlin, Kansas. Moline Seed in Fenton, Gothenburg, Nebraska, Monty Hansen in Binkelman, Nebraska. Bose Seed in Orleans, Nebraska, and, of course, Extreme Ag right here in Cambridge, Nebraska. 308-440-2652. Hoegemeyer Seeds, the right seed for right here. And it is all Raiders here in the first half. I shouldn't say all Raiders. They're leading it by 15, 39-24. Let's give you the stats for this one. For the Raiders, Lucas Einspire with 9 points. Tice Pate with 5. Ethan Brown with 5. He's 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Brody Simp with 6. And Mason Rowley had 14 to lead the Raiders. He went 1 of 2 from the charity stripe also. They went 2 of 4, 50% in the first half. Foul-wise, Brody Simp has 2 for the Raiders. For the Trojans, Creighton Ruggles has 8. Brady Allmeyer with 3. Maverick Webb with 9. Hodge Rayburn with 2. John Pauly did not score. He went 0 of 2 from the free throw line. And Braden Miller had 2. He went 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. The Trojans go 2 of 4 in the first half also at 50%. Foul-wise, it's Braxton Mitchell, Creighton Ruggles, Maverick Webb, Braden Miller with 1, and Hodge Rayburn has 2. Raiders led at 21-15 after the first quarter, outscored their Trojans 18-9 in the second to lead at 39-24. Kevin, if you're Coach Meyer, what did you tell your team at halftime?
You've had a good half. They've played really well, I think. I'm talking to Brody's dad over here, Brody Simp's dad, and he said that's probably the best complete half they've played for a while. Even though they're not making a ton of shots, they're making them enough.
And if you're Coach Shepard, what did you tell your team?
Man, we got to cause some havoc. We got to get some hands on some balls, and we got to get some runouts. We got to create a little havoc. We got to make some things happen.
Here's Allmeyer with it. Free throw line. Trojans start with it the second half. Ball blocked by Brody Simp and picked up by Mason Rowley. Brown quickly up the floor to Einspire. Lucas Einspire, left wing. And goes back to Ethan Brown on the left wing. Kicks back up top to Rowley. Now right side, Einspire. Down underneath to Simp. He's working against Rayburn. Short corner shots on the way. It won't go. Rebound comes down to Creighton Ruggles. Ruggles will bring it up for the Trojans. Working down the right side against Pate. Gets back inside. Spin move against Simp. Kicks it back out to Braden Miller. Miller back up top. Webb. Wide open 3. And can't get this one to go. Just his second miss from behind the arc tonight. He went 3 of 4 in the first half. Einspire works right side off to Pate. Pate back up top to Simp. Left side, Einspire. Looking inside for Rowley. Can't find him. Gets it off to Ethan Brown. Brown back out to Einspire. 3 on the way. In and out. Can't get it to go. Rebound Miller.
Cambridge has gone man defensively.
Here's Rayburn back up. This is Webb. Left side to Rayburn. Back up top to Webb. Inside to Ruggles. Ruggles. Spin move. Going to get inside. Kicks it out to Rayburn. Back up top Webb. Back to Rayburn. Doesn't take the 3 inside to Miller. Working against Simp. Off to Ruggles. Back out to Rayburn. Wide open 3. Can't get it to go. And he looks a little gun shy right now. He hasn't made a three-pointer tonight. Yeah, looks a little gun shy out there. Einspire off to Pate on the left wing. Back up top it comes to Simp. Now to Einspire, right side. Looking back up top for Brown. Brown goes left side to Pate. Pate inside to Simp, working against Braden Miller. Shots no good. Rebound by Rayburn. Rayburn pushing it up the floor. Finds Webb. And Webb takes his eye off of it and it goes through his hands and out of bounds. You get a stop and then you get a turnover.
Yeah, and they're playing. Medicine Valley's really passive in their zone right now, and Ruggles has got to take it at Brody Simp. It's got to happen.
Here is Einspire with it. Hands it off to Brown. Brown going to get the screen. Throws it to Robley. It's stolen away by Ruggles. Ruggles is going to be fouled by Robley, and this could almost be an intentional foul because he just grabbed him. They're not going to call it intentional. Robley's going to pick up his first foul of the ball game. Well, that was going to be a probably a wide open layup for Ruggles, and Rowley grabbed an arm. Hold on to him. Here's Rayburn on the right wing. Back up top to Webb. Wide open three from Webb. Got it.
Got to make those.
He's got 12 points. His fourth three of the night. He's 4 of 6. Einspire hands it off to Brown, working against Ruggles. Gets picked up by Rayburn. Now gives it off to Pate. Pate trying to work down inside. Gets it off to Einspire. Einspire, jumper from the elbow, buries it. Einspire with 11. Here's Webb. Across the timeline. Going to hand it off to Rayburn. Back up top to Ruggles. Ruggles back to Webb. Right side it goes to Allmeyer. Thought about the NBA three. Doesn't take it. Rayburn back to Webb. Feeling it. Got it. Nope. It's in and out. Won't go. And the ball goes off of Miller and out of bounds. It'll be Raider basketball. Boy, I don't know how that didn't go in. That looked good.
Raiders are kind of doing what they want right now. Cambridge just got to get them out of rhythm a little bit here.
41-37 Raiders. 5:03 left in the third period. Here's Pate. Goes inside to Simp. Simp, turnaround jumper. Won't go. Rebound. Rayburn. Fans wanted to foul on Rowley. Not going to get it. Off to Ruggles. Ruggles to Rayburn. Or to Allmeyer, excuse me. Back to Ruggles. Now to Webb. Rayburn, left wing. Back up top to Webb. Back to Rayburn. Inside it goes Ruggles. Working against Simp. Ball knocked away. Ruggles puts it back up. Can't get the shot to go.
Boy.
Rebound Brown.
Got to make that.
Pate with it. Top of the key. Picked up by Webb. And you're right, Kevin. The Trojans went man-to-man. Inside it goes Simp. Turnaround jumper. No good. Rebound Allmeyer. Allmeyer pushing it up the floor for the Trojans. Gets it back up top. Webb, right side. Rayburn back to Webb. Top of the key. Going to drive. Kicks it out to Allmeyer. Allmeyer drives inside. Reverse layup for Allmeyer. Can't get the shot to go once again. The Trojans ice cold. Ruggles knocks it away from Simp, but Einspire runs it down. So Einspire, top of the key. Comes right side to Brown. Brown back up top to Simp. Off to Einspire. They go down the side to Robley. Robley knocked away by Miller. Miller with the steal. Out quickly to Webb. Webb driving inside, working against Pate. Shots up and in, and he's got it, and he's going to go to the line. Maverick Webb having a night. He's got 14. I think that might be a career high for Maverick Webb.
They've got to get some stuff in transition. They've just got to keep pushing it.
Foul was on number 2, Tice Pate, his first, team second here in the third period.
Sponsors tonight, Amateurs Bar and Grill, Brining Truck and Trailer, Caleb's Custom Farming, Cambridge Rehab and Fitness, Community Hospital, Cross Creek Golf Links.
Webb hits the free throw to give him 15. Robley went out of the ballgame. Caleb Einspire checks in for the Raiders. Lucas Einspire with it. Top of the key. Comes right side to Pate. Back up top to Caleb Einspire. Now left side Lucas. Lucas Einspire looking around. Going to get it up top to Brown. Right side it goes to Pate. He drives inside. The shot's blocked by Braden Miller, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Raider basketball. First he pointed for the Trojans, and I thought that was blocked by Miller. Good defense there by Braden Miller. So the Raiders will line up out by half court. Sideline to sideline. They're looking to get it in. They get it into Simp. 3 from the wing. Short, and it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Trojan basketball, excuse me. Timeout by the Raiders. We'll take one with them. 11-point ball game now, 41-30. Raiders lead it. 3:29 left in the third. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Brad's mind is blown.
Just found out I can add any kind of cheese to my Runza sandwich. Swiss, American, pepper jack.
You're in charge of the cheese.
I'm my own man now.
The big cheese.
Gonna start making my own decisions.
The chief chooser of cheese.
Yes, please.
So much power. Get your next Runza sandwich made to order. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florin back here with you, along with Kevin Martin, as we are in the third period, and the Raiders lead it right now, 41-30. It's Trojan basketball going right to left across your radio dial. And Kevin, it's been a slow third period compared to the first 2 quarters.
Cambridge has to make something happen. I know it was a good move by Coach Shepard to go man to try to get some things going, but they just got to get some tempo going here.
Got to make some bunnies. They've missed 2 or 3 here in the third period. Ruggles with the basketball, working up the floor. Full court press here from the Raiders. They get it off to Webb. Webb goes back to the middle, across the timeline. No problem with the press tonight, really. Here's Rayburn, top of the key, right side in. Rayburn's not looking to shoot now. He's got to shoot the ball. Here's Ruggles on the right wing. Going to try to drive inside. Gets to the free throw line. Gets down the lane. Ball knocked away. Picks it back up. Turns, kicks it back up to Rayburn. He'll drive down the lane. Left-handed side goes in. Rayburn has 4 on the night. And cuts the lead to 9, 41-32. Here's Lucas Einspire with it. Goes left side to Brown. Brown back up top to Simp. Right side, Lucas Einspire. Looking for his brother. Can't find him. Gets it to Pate. Pate hurries his shot. Rolls around. Won't go. Rayburn, and he's going to be fouled by Caleb Einspire. And he picks up his first, team's third. And the Trojans have yet to commit a foul here in the third period.
I don't know that the Raiders have scored since Cambridge has went man.
I don't think they have. They've only scored 2 points here in the third.
They've kind of got them slowed down.
Ruggles bringing it up. Working against Pate. Kicks it off to Webb. Webb going to get double team. Kicks it back up top to Ruggles. Ruggles hands it off to Webb. He'll work back to the top of the key. Right side to Allmeyer. Allmeyer driving, free throw line. Goes down the lane. Gets inside. Turns. Kicks it back up. Wide open 3 for Ruggles. Got it. Creighton Ruggles with 11 points now for the Raiders, and it's a 6-point ball game all of a sudden. 41-35. Lucas Einspire. Left side it goes to Pate. Pate back up top to Simp. Right side, Lucas Einspire. He'll take the 3. Air ball. Rebound is by Brown. He kicks it back out. This is Pate. Drives inside. Blocked by Miller. Into the hands of Ruggles. Ruggles quickly up the floor. Gets to the free throw line. Kicks it out to Webb. Back up top, Rayburn. Wide open 3. Can't get it to go. Miller had the rebound. Lost it. It's Mason Rowley with it. Rowley coming down the floor. Kicks it off to Pate. Pate back up top. Brown. Wide open 3. Off the rim. Nope, got it. Ethan Brown with 8.
Coach Meyer is begging his guys to go. He wants them to get to running again.
44-35. Raiders lead it. Across the timeline. Ruggles, middle of the floor. Comes back up top to Rayburn. Rayburn back to Webb. Webb's going to drive. Kicks it back out to Allmeyer. Here's Ruggles. Ruggles looking around. Kicks it out to Webb. Allmeyer, top of the key.
2 shadows.
Back to Webb. 3 on the way. Can't get it to go. Rayburn chases down the rebound. Gets it off to Webb. A little floater going. And he got it. He's going to be fouled. Brody Simp picks up his 3rd foul of the ball game. And Maverick Webb just got 17 points. I know that is a career high. And he's going for the end one.
He's got to score. Grady Allmeyer's not going to get a shot unless it's in transition. So
yeah, Allmeyer just has 3 after having 42 the other night.
They're just shadowing him. He's not going to get many opportunities.
Webb hits the free throw. 18 points for Maverick Webb. 44-38, 6-point lead for the Raiders. 1:04 left in the third. Einspire, left side to Pate. Back up top to Simp. Simp tried to drive, gets stopped, kicks it off to Lucas Einspire on the right wing. Back up top to Brown. We got a foul here.
Oh, no.
This is on Brody Simp. That's his 4th, and it is. Brody Simp with the moving screen gets called for foul number 4, and that'll bring Caleb Einspire back into the ballgame with 55 seconds left in the third. I don't even know if you can start Simp in the 4th.
That's a game changer right there.
Here's Rayburn with it. Off to Webb. Trojans with a chance to cut the lead. Down by 6. Here's Miller. Back up top to Allmeyer. Top of the key. Working right. Back up top it comes to Ruggles. Ruggles to the free throw line. Kicks it back out to Rayburn. He'll drive down the lane. He's fouled. Basket won't go. They're going to call this on the floor, I believe, but it doesn't matter. Still going to be 2 free throws for Rayburn.
Sponsors tonight, Doyle Auto Repair, First Central Bank, Kitchen Hay Public Transit, Hogemeyer Seeds, Troy Wiestat, Honeyman Custom Harvesting, Coperich Seeds, MNB Bank, Mark's Pharmacy, and Shirley Case Coffee Shop, Medicine Creek Family Dentistry, Mid-Plains Community College, Midwest Liberty Federal Credit Union.
Rayburn hit the first free throw. Foul was on Caleb Einspire. His second, Rayburn hits them both. On the season, he's 58%, but he had that one bad game here. Otherwise, his percentage would be a lot higher. Lucas Einspire hands it off to Pate. Pate, top of the key, going to work to the right side. Off to Brown. Brown from the free throw line. Shot won't go. Rebound, Rayburn. Caleb Einspire steals it away from him. And now we get it to Mason Rowley. We got a foul. We got a timeout first by Coach Meyer. Ooh, I don't think they had control of that. But 44-40 with 19 seconds left in the third. Raiders lead it, and they call a timeout. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
breakfast is just better when you choose Taco John's in McCook. Enjoy Mexican donut bites or a churro with delicious hot coffee. Taco John's has the best burritos. The scrambler, meat potato, or even spicy chorizo. And you can get potato olays any time of day. So enjoy them in a scrambler bowl. Get them individually or in a combo. But make your next breakfast stop Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better. Taco John's, West 8th and B in McCook.
Listen online at 1021kzmc.com and on the 1021 KZMC mobile app.
Brown on the left wing, back to Rowley, over to Einspire. They go inside for Caleb Einspire. We got a foul on Webb. First foul called on the Trojans here in the second half, and that's Webb's second. So the Raiders have the ball. This is Brown going to get it into Caleb Einspire. Back out to Lucas Einspire. Working against Allmeyer. 5 seconds left. Turnaround jumper at the elbow. Bank shot won't go. And Rayburn has it with 1 second left. He's going to throw it up from three-quarters court, and they're not going to count it. 44-40, Medicine Valley with the lead after 3. We'll take a break. We'll be back here with quarter number 4, an exciting one coming up after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Webb's Oilfield Service out of Cambridge is excited to support broadcasts of Trojan Athletics on Hometown Family Radio. Webb's Oilfield Service hauls water and also works on drilling rigs throughout southwest Nebraska as well as northwest Kansas. Reach out to Webb's Oilfield Service by calling 308-340-1104. That's 308-340-1104 for Webb's Oilfield Service of Cambridge, Nebraska.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Form, Kevin Martin back here with you. We got a barn burner going here. Medicine Valley was up by 15 at halftime. Cambridge outscored them 16-5 there in the third period. In the third period, usually the bad one for the Trojans, and now they're back within 4. There was 44-40 Medicine Valley, and they got the ball going left to right starting the fourth quarter. Brown gets it into Einspire, Lucas Einspire. Brody Simp is on the floor with his 4 fouls. Robley off to Lucas Einspire. Working on the wing, gets it back up top to Tice Pate. He's going to try to drive, kicks it out to Ethan Brown in the corner. 3 on the way, buries it. Ethan Brown with 11 points now for the Raiders.
The only bad thing I can see about that man defense is that Ethan Brown is getting looks.
Here's Allmeyer trying to get a 3, can't get it to go. Simp gets a rebound, loses it. Robley picked it up, got away at the double dribble there. Here's Ethan Brown, back up to Robley, now to Lucas Einspire. Einspire off to Tice Pate, back up to Simp. Right side it comes to Einspire. Inside Robley, working against Rayburn. Shots up, won't go. Miller with the rebound, kicks it out to Ruggles. Ruggles, top of the key. Going to hand it off to Webb. And here's a steal almost by Lucas Einspire. And Ruggles has it. Three-pointer coming up, misses it. Rebound, Miller had it and can't hang on to it. Brody Simp picks it up for the Raiders. Up by 7 now. Simp kicks it back out to Tice Pate. Back up Lucas Einspire. Back to Pate. Lobs it inside for Robley, working against Rayburn. Can't get the shot to go. Rebounds lost by Miller, and Brown picks it up. Raiders get the hustle award right there. Lucas Einspire with it, top of the key. Right side it goes to Pate. Pate on the wing, inside to Simp, working against Miller. Shots up, and no. But he is fouled. He'll go to the free throw. I think it's on Miller. It'll be his second. Simp on the night has not shot from the free throw line. And he hits the first. 7 points now for Brody Simp. 48-40, back to an 8-point ball game after the Trojans had cut it to 4 after 3 quarters. 6.5 left in the game. Simp misses the second one. Rayburn gets the rebound. Kicks it off to Webb, and he'll bring it up. Trojans slowing it down a little bit. Webb looking inside for Ruggles. Don't want to lob that pass, young man. Ruggles drives inside, turns, works against Simp, puts it up, and got it. Ruggles with 13, and he's got to take it right at Simp. Simp can't do much because he's got 4 fouls. Here's Pate working top of the key. Comes right side to Einspire. Back up top, almost stolen away by Rayburn. Robbie drives inside. Air ball picked up by Ruggles. Boy, Brody just about picked up the foul there, too, on that rebound. He's got to be careful. Ruggles, top of the key. Goes right side to Rayburn. Rayburn down the lane. Puts a floater up. Got it. Hodge Rayburn not hitting the three, but he's hitting some inside shots. He's got 8, and we're back to a 4-point game. 48-40. Einspire off to Pate. Robley working against Rayburn. Back out to Lucas Einspire. Now to Brown. Back to Lucas Einspire. Back up top, Robley. Left side, Brown. Guarded by Ruggles. Goes back up top to Pate. Pate to Lucas Einspire. We're down to 13 on the shot clock. Robley off to Pate. Looking inside for Simp. We got a foul on Braden Miller. That's his third. Be on the floor, so it'll be Raider basketball out of bounds, but the shot clock resets to 35, and they had them down to 10 there.
Raiders are having a hard time in this half-court defense against Cambridge. They've lost all their flow of their transition, and they're not getting anything easy now.
They get it into Brown, back inside to Simpson, and we got another foul on Braden Miller. That's his fourth. So Miller and Simp both with 4 now. Going a straight line down the free throw lane. I bet they're going to try to lob it to Simp to get it into Einspire instead. Einspire dribbles back up top, gets it off to Pate. Nearing the 5-minute mark left here in the ball game. Raiders up by 4. Pate on the left wing. Looks inside. It's knocked away by Rayburn and picked up by Webb. Tried to get it into Robley. Up the floor it comes. Rayburn on the wing. Back up top to Webb. Now to Ruggles. Ruggles, he's had a good night. Kicks it off to Rayburn. Rayburn driving. Floater in the middle of the lane. Won't go, but he's fouled.
He's got to go. He's doing the right thing now. He's got to attack because Brady Allmar's got a shadow everywhere he goes, and he's got to go to the hole.
Tice Pate picks up his second timeout on the floor. Cambridge takes their first time out of the ball game. 48-44 Raiders with 4:45 left in the game. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Corporate Seeds. This is a family that grew up in the seed industry. A family that knows that food grown on healthy land with healthy farming produces healthy food. We are all stewards of this land, and it is our responsibility to care for its health to support yours. Regular deliveries and pickups are available in your area. Contact Corporate Seeds to learn more today. Call 308-697-4848. That's 697-4848. Or you can see their website online at corporateseeds.com.
Your local sports authority is the HFRSN.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florin back here with you along with Kevin Martin. 48-44, Medicine Valley leads Cambridge. They got Hodge Rayburn at the free throw line shooting 2, a chance to cut the lead to just 2 points here, Kevin.
Cambridge has taken Medicine Valley completely out of their flow. They're not getting this transition, 8-footers, transition, anything. They're just making a play half court, and Medicine Valley is really struggling.
Rayburn hits the free throw. He's 3 for 3 tonight, 9 points. On the season was shooting 58%, but he had one bad night over at Maywood Hay Center where he missed 7. And he's got another one. 10 points for Rayburn. Now 3 players in double figures for the Trojans. None of them Brady Allmeyer. Here's Lucas Einspire. 2-point lead for the Raiders, and they have the ball coming left to right. Brown, guarded by Ruggles, gets it off to Simp. Now to Einspire. Einspire back up top to Pate. Over to Brown here on the right wing. Goes inside for Robley. Double team, kicks it back out to Brown. He'll drive inside. Shot goes up and won't go, and it's going to be off the Trojans, though. Allmeyer and Miller fought for it. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be Raider basketball. So the shot clock resets once again. 4:24 left in the game. Raiders up by 2. Brown going to get it into Robley, and they lost him, and he's wide open, and he makes the basket. 16 for Mason Robley. He leads the Raiders. They have 3 in double figures also.
That is tough to give that up.
Ruggles up the floor to Webb. Webb gets to the elbow, turns, kicks it back up top to Ruggles. Back to Webb, wide open 3, short, and it's going to go out of bounds. Rayburn tried to get there but couldn't get there. It went out of bounds. 4:04 left in the game. Raiders by 4, 50-46.
This feels like a big stop.
Lucas Einspire with the basketball, top of the key. Works it off to Pate here on the right wing. Back up top to Robley. Robley off to Einspire. Down the corner, this is Brody Simp. Short corner shot is good. Brody Simp with 9 points. Almost 4 guys in double figures for the Raiders. Allmeyer back to Webb. Webb back up top to Ruggles. Ruggles looking around, kicks it back to Webb. Now Rayburn on the right wing. Comes back up top. Ruggles can't get it. It's a bad pass from Rayburn and a turnover. And now you got to have a stop here, I believe, Kevin.
Yeah, the last possession of this one, both are.
You're down by 6 with 3:29 left. It's got to be stop time here. Einspire off to Pate. Back up top to Simp. Working against Miller. Drive. Gets into Ruggles, and we're going to have a foul here. I think Braden Miller might have fouled out of the game, unless it's on Allmeyer. It's on Allmeyer. His first, team's fourth, so the Raiders will shoot free throws the rest of this ball game. They've had just one foul here in the fourth quarter. Brown trying to get it in. Gets it up top to Einspire. Off to Brown here on the right wing. Goes inside for Robley, guarded by Miller. Robley, nice move, puts it up and in. Young man, he's got 18 points. And here's a pass up to Miller. And we got a timeout by the Trojans. 54-46, Raiders lead it by 8. 3:05 left in the game. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Hello, farmers. If you're interested in trying a biological product on your farm but aren't sure where to start or what product is right for you, give Caleb Nutt a call. Caleb is your local MycoGold and Genesis Ag representative. With a diverse lineup of products that can be applied on the seed, in furrow, with starter fertilizer as well as foliar, you can be sure that they have a product that's right for you. To get started, call Caleb Nutt today. 308-367-6457. That's 308-367-6457.
Local sports on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. An exciting ball game here. Raiders lead it by 8. 3 minutes left in the game. Ruggles with it for the Trojans, going right to left. Top of the key. Works down the right side. He's had a good second half. Shots up, won't go. Gets his own rebound. Fights inside. Reverse layups up and in. Ruggles with 15 points for the Trojans. Cuts the lead back to 6. Einspire, top of the key. Comes right side to Brown. Back up top to Simp. He's guarded by Ruggles, and Ruggles fouls him. Ruggles picks up his second. So Simp to the free throw line. Don't have stats for them for the season. They don't put them on max preps like most teams do.
Sponsors tonight: Pinpoint Communications, River Valley Services, Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, Taco John's, Tri-Valley Health Systems, Viaro Wireless, Waypoint Bank of Cambridge, Webb's Oilfield Services, Western Select Genetics, Lance Schifflin, and Lockenauer Jones Mortuary.
Simp hit the first free throw. He's 2 of 3 on the night, looking to go 3 of 4 here and extend the lead. And misses the second one. Rayburn gets the rebound. Out to Ruggles. Ruggles working up against Pate. Hands it off to Allmeyer. Allmeyer back to Webb. Webb kicks it back out to Rayburn. Doesn't take the 3, drives inside, lays it up and in. Rayburn with 12 now for the Trojans. Back to a 5-point game, 55-50. Einspire off to Pate. Pate looking inside for Robley. Almost had it stolen away. Sean Pauly's into the ball game now. And Einspire shoots, can't get the shot to go. Pauly with the rebound. Out to Webb. Webb down the floor, gets it out to Ruggles in the corner. Ruggles. Skip pass. Back up top to Allmeyer. Allmeyer to Webb. Now to Ruggles on the left wing. Looking back around, kicks it off to Rayburn. Rayburn will drive, kicks it back out to Webb. And Webb almost had it stolen away. Allmeyer now. Has not had a look tonight. Here's Ruggles, at the free throw line. Turns. Kicks it back out to Webb. It's stolen away. Tice Pate with the steal. Ruggles has just got to take that down the lane. Brody Simp can't stop him right now because he's got 4 fouls. Minute 34 left in the game. Trojans down 5. Einspire back up top to Robley. Right side it comes to Pate. Goes inside. Ruggles knocks it away. A great steal by Creighton Ruggles.
Gotta go.
Somebody's got to come get him. He can't dribble. He's already dribbled. And they get it off to Webb, and now a timeout from Coach Shepard. Everybody left him, and Creighton Ruggles had already dribbled on the steal. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
First Central Bank.
There are many reasons why people bank at First Central Bank. It could be because of our First Link online banking, the variety of accounts we offer, or it's the hometown service you get from us at First Central Bank. Come by and discover why so many trust First Central Bank as their financial partner. First Central Bank, member FDIC.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Form, Kevin Martin back here with you. 1:18 left in the game. Raiders lead at 55-50. Trojans have the ball. Webb off to Rayburn. Rayburn back out to Webb. 3 from the left side. Maverick Webb buries it. We got a 2-point ball game. Maverick Webb's got a career-high 21 points. 55-53. A minute left in the game. Einspire off to Pate. Back up top to Robley. Robley off to Einspire. Left side. Back up top it comes to Brown. Back to Einspire. Looking for Simp. They get it to him. Top of the key. 50 seconds left. 2-point game. Brown goes inside. It's knocked away. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be Trojan basketball, I believe it is. Trojans with a chance to tie or take the lead here with 44 seconds left. And they got the ball coming right to left. 55-53. Raiders lead it. They get it into Webb. Webb back to Ruggles. Ruggles brings it across the timeline. Goes back to Webb. Webb back up top to Ruggles. He'll drive inside. Turns, kicks it back to Rayburn. Rayburn inside. Puts it up and in. We're tied. Tie ball game with 29 seconds left. Here comes Einspire. Across the timeline. Coach Meyer calls a timeout.
Clock's off.
24.5 left. Kevin, we got a barn burner. 55 apiece here in the fourth. Back after this on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Midwest Liberty Federal Credit Union.
When you open your account with Midwest Liberty, you become a member and owner of the credit union. At Midwest Liberty, we believe in you. We are committed to giving you the best banking experience and have consistently great rates that improve your financial well-being. We have an unwavering dedication to do what's best for our members. We believe in sharing success, and as a not-for-profit credit union, we can give more back to our members and community. At Midwest Liberty, we're more than just a credit union. We're where you belong.
Listen online at 1021kzmc.com and on the 1021 KZMC mobile app.
All knotted up at 55, 24 seconds left in the ball game. Medicine Valley and Cambridge. I'm Trent Form, Kevin Martin. Kevin, 15-point lead for the Raiders at half. They were up 39-24. Trojans have taken over in the second half.
Yeah, they went to man defense, and it took Medicine Valley completely out of their rhythm. Completely out.
Tied up at 55. Raiders have the ball at half court. Ethan Brown, Dice Pate, Lucas Einspire, Brody Simp, Mason Rowley on the floor for them. It's Allmeyer, Webb, Rayburn, Ruggles, and Pauly on the floor for the Trojans. Lucas Einspire gets in the backcourt, back across the timeline, guarded by Allmeyer. Left side to Pate. Pate back up top to Simp, right side Einspire. Einspire gets it to Robley, guarded by Pauly, back up to Einspire. Down to 12.
Do not foul.
Brown, and Pate loses it. It's going to be up towards half court. He gets it back. Simp has it. And we got a timeout by Coach Meyer. He'll use his last timeout. 7 seconds left in this one. We're tied at 55. Back after this on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Reclaim your strength with Cambridge Rehab and Fitness. Their goal is to be the best local experts in the field of rehab and fitness that delivers really good results. Everyone is welcome, valued and cared for by Cambridge Rehab and Fitness. Whether you're recovering from an injury, looking to improve your fitness, or wanting to reach new goals, they've got the perfect program. Let their skilled therapists and trainers create personalized plans to support your recovery and boost your fitness all in one place. Call now to schedule an appointment at 697-4211 or stop in to learn more. Cambridge Rehab and Fitness in downtown Cambridge.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. We're tied up at 55. There's 7 seconds left in this ball game. Medicine Valley has the basketball at half court, going left to right. Trojans bring out Maverick Webb, Sean Pauly, Brady Allmeyer, Creighton Ruggles, and Hodge Rayburn. Raiders have Ethan Brown, Tice Pate, Lucas Einspire, Brody Simp, and Mason Rowley.
4 guys that can
And
score.
now the Trojans take a timeout.
Yep.
Let's keep this one here, though, Kevin. 7.2 left, 55. What do you draw up if you're Coach Meyer? Who are you looking for?
I don't think he's picky. He's got 4 guys that can score. I mean, that's the beauty of it. I mean, there's not anybody that's really completely tore it up tonight. and you've got 4 guys that are very capable of putting it in the basket.
The thing is these two teams match up well. So even screens, you're switching screens probably.
Probably.
I mean, because nobody really has any advantage height-wise or anything. So
I'd say if you're going anywhere, he's going to Robley or Brown, but I don't think he has to go to anybody. I think he can just play.
Going to draw up a play and try to get it in, put the points in. The Trojans are going to look for a steal. They still have 1 timeout left, so if you get a steal, depends on if you have the wide open layup or not. You probably call the timeout if you're Coach Shepard, huh?
Yeah, you probably will. The biggest thing that Cambridge has to do, if the Raiders miss, you've got to crash the boards. You can't give up a putback to lose the game. You got to get on the boards.
Brown will inbound it for the Raiders at half court. 7 seconds left in the game. They're going to get it into Einspire. Einspire guarded by Allmeyer. Spin move at the free throw line. Jumper's on the way. Doesn't go. Rebound by Rayburn. He won't get the shot off, and then we're going to overtime.
On a Tuesday,
we're going to overtime. 55 apiece. Overtime coming up after this on True Country Radio. 102.1 KZMC.
Farmers National Company is your premier partner in helping you buy or sell land. Whether it's a traditional listing, a live or online auction, simulcast events, and sealed bid offerings, Farmers National Company has you covered. Proudly employee-owned and dedicated to helping you succeed. Choose Farmers National Company for agricultural, residential, and commercial real estate. Call Agent Lori Harding at Farmers National Company today at 308-660-1861. That's 660-1861. Farmers National Company, Lori Harding Real Estate Sales.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
Going to overtime here in Cambridge. We are tied up at 55 between Medicine Valley and Cambridge. We'll start with the jump ball. The Trojans are going right to left. The Raiders left to right. It'll be Ruggles and Simpson. Ruggles won the opening jump. Can he win it here in overtime? Both teams got to be tired because there's not been a lot of subbing, Kevin.
Not been a lot of subbing. I think Hodge Rayburn's the key right now. I think they're getting him around the corner on some screens. He's getting to the hoop.
Ball's in the air, and the Raiders win this one. Lucas Einspire has it. Einspire comes to Pate here on the right side. Back up top, Robley. Left side, it goes to Einspire. Back up top, Brown. Brown free throw line jumper's on the way. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Ruggles. Ruggles pulls it out. Almost got a foul there on Robley. Ruggles top of the key. Down the inside in the lane, working up against Simp. Shots up, won't go. A little too strong. Einspire pushes it up now for the Raiders. Einspire drives, shoots. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Robley. He's fouled by Ruggles.
That should be on the floor, maybe.
It doesn't matter. It's the 5-foul rule.
Yeah, there we are.
It's that dumb rule we have.
My bad.
So it'll be 2 shots here for Mason Robley. He has not shot a free throw tonight. He does have 18 points for the Raiders. First one's on the way, and he misses it. In fact, he has shot a free throw. He was 1 of 2. I'm sorry. Now he's 1 of 3. Chance to break the tie. We're tied at 55 and give the Raiders a 1-point lead. Second one's on the way. It's too hard. Rebound Rayburn. So Robley misses both free throws. Leading the Raiders in scoring with 18. Ruggles gets around Einspire. Working on the right wing now. Comes back up top to Webb. Webb's been the hot hand for the Trojans tonight. He's got 21 points. Career high. Allmeyer. Back off to Rayburn. Rayburn, right side, Ruggles. Takes a 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Brody Simp. And Rayburn gets in there, steals it away, but it goes off of his foot and out of bounds. Great hustle by Rayburn. He's doing it on both ends of the floor now. 3:03 left here. Of course, 4 minutes in overtime, so just a minute gone out of overtime. Still tied at 55. Einspire works to the right side to Pate. Pate looking inside for Simp. Can't get it to him. Now does. Simp guarded by Ruggles. He'll shoot and can't get the shot to go. Rebound's tipped around. It's picked up by Maverick Webb. Flicked up the floor to Sean Pauley on the layup. Puts it up and in. Sean Pauley's first basket of the night. And the Trojans have their first lead of the night, 57-55.
That's the first run out and a half.
Here's Ethan Brown with it, guarded by Rayburn. Kicks it back up top to Robley. Robley trying to drive. Kicks it out to Brown. Brown steps inside the three-point line. Shots up, misses it. Rebound comes down to Ruggles. Trojans will slow it down and walk it up the floor. 57-55, they have the lead. Webb off to Ruggles. Left side it comes to Allmeyer.
Oh, he should have been ready there. That's the one time he had a look.
Rayburn back to Webb, back to Rayburn. Thought about the 3, doesn't take it. Ruggles on the right wing, down to Allmeyer.
He's got one.
Allmeyer's going to take the 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Sean Pauley. Tried to hustle over and save it. Can't do it. and it's going to be Raider basketball.
It's really hard to ask Brady Allmar to make shots now when he hasn't got any.
He's had one shot all night.
He hasn't really had any opportunity to get going.
That was just his second shot of the night, I believe. He's made 1 3. Pate working on the left wing, trying to get it into Simp. Does. Simp works his way inside, can't get the shot to go. Ball's tipped around, and Simp saves it, and it goes off of Ruggles and out of bounds. Great hustle by Brody Simp.
Well, there's a lot of good plays at the rim right now, but nobody can get it to fall.
57-55 Trojans, 1:46 left in the game. Raiders with the ball underneath their own basket. They're going to come from up top, trying to come down the lane. They get it into Simp on the right wing, now to Einspire. Both teams guarding that three-point line. They go back inside to Simp.
He's going to go.
Simp turns, shoots, can't get the shot to go again. Gets his own rebound, kicks it out to Einspire. He drives, puts a shot up, won't go. Ruggles with the rebound. And Ruggles is going to be fouled, and Brody Simp is done.
Yeah, that's big.
Brody Simp is fouled out of the ball game, 10 points on the night. He was 2 of 4 from the charity stripe. Had a great ball game. He had a ton of boards tonight.
Yeah, he's pretty relentless.
Caleb Einspire checks in. The Raiders with the Trojans with a 2-point lead, and the ball going right to left. 1:29 left in the game. Allmeyer, he wants to be the ball in his hands. He wants to shoot free throws. He's the best free throw shooter on the floor. Allmeyer working against Pate. Going to drive, kicks it back out to Rayburn. Rayburn back up top to Allmeyer. Down to 1:15 left in the game, 20 on the shot clock. Allmeyer back to Rayburn. Thought about the three, doesn't do it. Gets it to Allmeyer. He'll take the three. Buries it! Brady Allmeyer just buried his second three of the night. And the Trojans go up by 5 with a minute left. Pate working to the right side. This is Einspire for 3. Buries it! Lucas Einspire answers. And with 14 points and with 54 seconds left, the Trojans are up by 2. Timeout Raiders, 60-58. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Hitchin' Hay Public Transit. Hitchin' Hay Public Transit. Affordable transportation for everyone.
We're your ride to the doctor, shopping, or work, just about anywhere, from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday in Southwest Nebraska. We can even get you to Kearney or Grand Island. Call 308-276-2182 the day before to reserve your spot.
Hitchin' Hay Public Transit. Hitchin' Hay Public Transit.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham, Kevin Martin back here with you. We're in overtime. There's 54 seconds left after Allmeyer hit the three from the top of the key to give the Trojans a 5-point lead. The sophomore Lucas Einspire drills a three from the right wing and makes it back to a 2-point game. 54.2 left. Trojans with the ball going right to left. Got to go length of the floor.
And they got to handle the ball because they're coming up.
And full court press coming from the Raiders. The big news, Brody Simp fouled out of the ball game, though, here in overtime. They get it into Allmeyer. Allmeyer working against Einspire. Gets past him across the timeline. Down onto the right wing. And he's going to be fouled by Einspire. And that's just his third team foul now here on the Raiders. So no free throws yet. Ruggles going to inbound it. And the Trojans just going to run around trying to get somebody in. They want to get it to Allmeyer if they can. And they're going to throw it into the backcourt to Allmeyer. He's going to run it all the way down. He's got 10 seconds to bring it across. 46 seconds left. Trojans lead it by 2. And another foul by Einspire.
Might as well get them because they're going to have to foul.
That's just the third. I thought the other one was the third. That should have been the fourth, I think, because you got Brody Simp with 1, Lucas Einspire 2, and Tice Pate with 1 here. Going to get it in. Get it to Allmeyer. Oh, Ruggles almost threw that one away. Good thing it was a soft pass. 39 seconds left. Trojans by 2 and the ball. Allmeyer guarded by Einspire. And there's going to be another foul on Einspire, his third. That'll be. So now everybody's going to shoot free throws the rest of this ball game. 31 seconds left. And we're going to have a timeout by Coach Shepard before the 5-second call.
Brady's tired from running back and forth to get the ball.
31 seconds left, 60-58 Trojans. They got the ball at half court when we come back on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Cope Family Dentistry is now Medicine Creek Family Dentistry. Call Medicine Creek Family Dentistry in Cambridge to book appointments with Dr. Dean Cope or Dr. Lindsay White. Medicine Creek Family Dentistry is still in the same location. Same kind and caring faces and same great quality service. Their phone number is the same too, 308-697-3736. That's 308-697-3736. Cope Family Dentistry is now Medicine Creek Family Dentistry in Cambridge.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham, Kevin Martin back here with you. 60-58. Trojans with the lead. 31 seconds left here in overtime. And they have the ball at half court. Ruggles to inbound it. They want to get it to Allmeyer. Ruggles trying to get it in. And Trojans are going to have to use their last timeout. Good defense by the Raiders. Let's keep this one right here with 31 seconds left. You got it. Rayburn's a great free throw shooter. He hasn't missed yet tonight, so I wouldn't hesitate to put the ball in his hands. But Allmeyer has only missed 3 free throws all year on the season. He's shooting 88%. He's 23 of 26.
Lucas is Einspire stuck on him like
yes.
glue right now too. So I think that's going to be a tough get to get him the ball. So I would agree that
I think if I'm Coach Shepard, I tell Webb and Pauly, you're going to screen for Allmeyer, you're going to screen for Rayburn. One of them two is getting the ball if I'm Coach Shepard.
Yeah. I'd want one of those two to have it as well.
Webb's not a bad free throw shooter either tonight. He hasn't missed a free throw. He's got 21 points tonight on the season. I guess he's just 25%, 1 of 4, but he hasn't missed tonight. He's 2 of 2 on the night. So he's kind of feeling the confidence. He's got a career high 21 points.
And as hard as they're overplaying, sometimes you can sneak somebody out the back.
For an easy layup.
Yeah.
So Ruggles going to try to get it into Allmeyer. Can't get it to him. Now he throws it to the backcourt, and Allmeyer's got it. And Allmeyer's going to be fouled by Einspire right away. Just 2 seconds right off the clock there. But you're putting Brady Allmeyer at the free throw line with a 2-point lead.
That was interesting. They just kind of got everybody on one side of the floor and let them try to play tag.
And Allmeyer hits the first one. So now the Raiders will need a 3 to tie this ball game up, send it to a second overtime. And Allmeyer with a chance to make it a 2-possession game with 29 seconds left. And he does.
That's money.
Allmeyer with 8 points tonight is all after 42 the other night. But 26 seconds left. The Trojans are up by 4. Here's Pate. Pate up to Robley. Robley going to try to drive down the lane. Puts a floater up. It won't go. Rebound's tipped around. It's picked up by Brown. Shots up and in. Ethan Brown with 13.
Okay, now you got to get it into the right guy again.
Rayburn throwing it up for Webb, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Trojan basketball. The Raider fans don't like that. They thought that went off Webb.
I kind of did too. Honestly,
it was close.
It was close.
7 seconds left. 2-point ball game. Trojans are up and they have the ball. And they get it to Allmeyer.
He's going to get away from it.
Yep, and Einspire just fouled out of the ball game, trying to catch up with Allmeyer. 14 points for the sophomore. Had a great night tonight. And Allmeyer at the free throw line.
I tell you, it is hard when you're only got 6 guys. Really, that's all they've been playing is 6 guys. You're gassed.
Peyton Newcomb checks in for the first time tonight. Allmeyer at the free throw line. 5 seconds left. A chance to ice it. First one's on the way, and he misses it. Allmeyer with a rare miss, just his 4th miss of the season. 4th miss out of 29 attempts. Second one's on the way, and so now the Raiders need a 3. Here's Pate with 4 seconds left. Gets across half court. Comes down, puts a 3 up, misses it, and it's out of bounds. 63-60. The Raiders win it in overtime. Wow, what a ball game here. The Trojans pull it off in overtime, 63-60. We'll take a break. We'll be back here with your Cambridge Rehab and Fitness postgame show right after this on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
You don't have to wait in line for your prescription and over-the-counter medications. Stop by Mark's Pharmacy in Cambridge today, and you'll see the difference. Whether you have a new prescription, need a refill, or would like to transfer your prescription, you will be in and out in minutes with your prescription in hand and your mind at ease. We also offer free daily deliveries to many local areas. If you would like more information about how Mark's Pharmacy can save you time and money, feel free to give us a call at 697-3400. Mark's Pharmacy in Cambridge. Like us on Facebook today.
Brynick Truck and Trailer in Arapahoe is the name you can count on for quality, dependable work for your truck or trailer projects. Brynick Truck or Trailer Repair is your home for truck sales, grain trailer rentals, and automotive or diesel services. No matter the season, you want your truck to be in working, dependable order. So don't delay. Get your equipment ready to run and call Brynick Truck and Trailer at 308-962-7200. That's 308-962-7200. 962-7200.
Brad's mind is blown.
Just found out I can add any kind of cheese to my Runza sandwich. Swiss, American, pepper jack.
You're in charge of the cheese.
I'm my own man now.
The big cheese.
Gonna start making my own decisions.
The chief chooser of cheese.
Yes, please.
So much power. Get your next Runza sandwich made to order. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
KZMC Trent Florham, Kevin Martin back here with you. This is your Cambridge Rehab and Fitness postgame show. We are locally owned and operated and here to serve Cambridge and the surrounding area. We have a passion for our patients and our community. We are continually innovating and evolving our therapy practices in order to give you the best individualized care. Make an appointment today by calling 308-697-4211. Cambridge Rehab and Fitness located in downtown Cambridge. Final in overtime, Cambridge 63, Medicine Valley 60. And Kevin, what a ball game.
Yeah, that was a pretty good ball game. I mean, I tell you what, though, Coach made some really good adjustments at halftime.
He did.
That going to man defense that took them completely out of their transition. And that transition in the first half was just killing us. They were just getting what they wanted, and that man defense took them out of it.
And Maverick Webb, 21 points tonight at career high. That kid.
Well, you know what? That's showing up.
You said it earlier. He was left open. They were said, you got to beat us, and he did.
Yep, that's showing up when somebody, tells you, you're going to beat us or we're not going to guard you, So, yeah, he had a big game.
The other big difference in tonight's ball game, the Raiders go 4 of 10 from the charity stripe, while the Trojans go 11 of 14.
Yeah.
Big difference there. 40. If you hit some free throws, if you're Medicine Valley, they might be in a second overtime.
Yep. I tell you what, the perseverance tonight was big because they could have kind of folded the ship there at 15 pretty easy, and they did not. They just kept on coming and kept coming. Yeah, I was impressed with Brady too at the end of the game. They took him away the whole game, and in the last 2 minutes he shows up.
He said, "I want the ball."
Yeah, he wants the ball. He makes free throws. He makes a shot. That was big too.
Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have Coach Clay Shepard with us. Very excited, I'm sure happy. Coach Clay Shepard going to be joining us right after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Looking for that great course with lush fairways and fast, pure rolling greens? Looking for that course whose price doesn't break your pocketbook? Well, look no further than Cross Creek Golf Links in Cambridge. Tough enough to challenge the best golfers and easy enough to bring the whole family. A great golf course and a great price. And don't forget to check out the Facebook page and website for upcoming tournaments and other events. Call the clubhouse for more information at 308-697-4768. Your jewel of the Southwest, Cross Creek Golf Links in Cambridge.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florham, Kevin Martin back here with you live from Cambridge. And your final score once again in overtime. The Trojans have defeated the Medicine Valley Raiders 63-60. We got Coach Clay Shepard with us here. We'll talk to him in just 1 second when we get back up here. So, as I said, I'm Trent Florham. I'm joined now by Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard. And, Coach, a huge win for you guys tonight. You guys are battling Medicine Valley for the third spot in the RPAC. Down big at halftime, down by 15 to come back, get the win in overtime. How proud are you of these boys?
Oh, so proud. That's exactly what we told them in the locker room. Just, kept fighting. You know, we said it from the jump that it was just going to be both teams are going to play super hard, and the team who makes a few more shots is probably going to be the one who wins. Then we got down like that, and it kind of seemed like we didn't have any answers for them, and the boys responded big time in the second half. The defense from the jump in the second half, and then we just kind of trusted that our offense was going to come along at some point. We got it from a lot of different spots, which was great. And then Brady iced it there at the end with the free throws.
And I think Maverick Webb might have answered some questions tonight. Medicine Valley kind of left him as the guy, with Allmeyer scoring 42 points the other night. Rayburn's a great three-point shooter, and Ruggles been going to the inside. They were kind of leaving Mav wide open, and he says, okay, if you want to leave me open, I'll beat you tonight. 21 points, a career high for that young man.
Yeah, they were really shifting that zone over toward Brady, and that first time down the floor, he caught at the top of the key, and I think he was surprised how open he was, and he knocked it down. And I knew it was going to be kind of a big night for him when he saw that first one go in. That always helps. And then he came down the next possession, or the next time we scored a couple possessions later, and he hit another one, and it was like, man, the floodgates might open. And he passed up a few at the end of the first half, and I said, Mav, I'm not sure I understand why you're passing up shots. You're about 3 for 5 right now. I think we need to keep shooting. And he did there, especially in the second half. He had a few nice takes and then a couple more threes added on to his first half ones, and that was really cool. Just like I said, though, got offense from a lot of different places. Creighton and Hodge did a great job of attacking their zone from the wing, which isn't something that we normally do, but Coach Wood thought that would be a nice adjustment for us. It was switch to more of a 4-out and just try to play it like man and attack them off the bounce, and that was a really huge change that Coach Wood threw out there. And then Hodge and Creighton both had some really nice drives. We did a nice job of kicking out to shooters, and guys hit big shots. I thought we did a nice job on the glass for most of the night. And then, like I said, just getting stuff from a lot of different places. Sean Pauly has one bucket all night, and it comes in overtime. It gets us the lead in overtime. And,
Your first lead of the night, actually.
Our first lead of the night comes on a Sean Pauly layup in overtime, which was so cool to see. I thought he did a nice job just with how the matchups were. We thought he made sense to go with in overtime, and he did a great job. But just incredible fight from the boys tonight. It would have been very easy to come into that locker room at halftime and have 3 guys yelling at each other, and everybody kind of shut down or nobody wanting to talk because they're all kind of had given up, and that wasn't the case. We walked in there, Mav said, hey, a lot of ball game left. We're going to be all right. Look at how many possessions there were in that first half. We got a lot of time to come back. We made the change to man, which just warmed my heart. The fact that we were able to play man during a comeback, and then like I said, Coach Wood with the switch to motion to get us attacking that zone a little bit more was huge as well.
Yeah, Creighton Ruggles did a good job early in the ball game going inside and going right up against Brody Simpf and getting him in foul trouble. And, he made some big baskets for you early, hit a 3 early. And then Hodge Rayburn doing the same thing, just taking it right inside, getting off his guy and taking it right down the lane. He wasn't hitting from the 3 tonight, but you don't always have to hit from the 3.
Exactly. We think that those two are pretty pretty solid going to the hoop. We think Mav and Brady and Braxton and Sean also are. But, those guys were playing a little bit lower. They were kind of playing the corners in our motion. So they had the bottom guys of the zone flying at them, and they realized that if I can get past this guy, Brody's the only guy left.
Yes.
And, Brody obviously had the foul trouble, which, was too bad. He's a really good player, and it was too bad that he fouled out there. But it worked out all right for us, so it was okay. But, yeah, they found, ways to get by that wing guy, got into the paint, and then did a really good job after the first quarter, where we talked about it a little bit, of playing off 2 feet. They were a little out of control in the first quarter, trying to do some crazy stuff, and they just got in there, played off 2, bounced off the big man and laid it in, which was, kind of the recipe for success tonight.
4 in a row now, looking to make it 5 as Sutherland comes to town on Friday night. This might be a trap game. You're on a kind of a roll here, and Sutherland's struggling this year, not having a real good season, and, the kids got to know that. How do you keep them from getting lackadaisical, and how do you guys get the win against Sutherland?
Yeah, the biggest thing is just that we got another opportunity to go play basketball, and we need to take every advantage of that. You only get so many, even if you're a really, really good high school player, you get about 100 of these. So, you can't go waste one. We need to make sure that the mindset's right. Sutherland has some guys who can really play. The Mortimer kid who moved in, he started the year really hot, and then people kind of realized, oh, this kid's a hooper, and started running some different coverages at him. So he's going to be a test for us. He's a little bigger kid, a little stronger kid, someone we're really going to have to guard. They got some kids who've been playing a lot. They're playing a lot of seniors. It's coming toward the end for them, and so you know that they're going to be pretty amped up and kind of realizing themselves, hey, I got 13 chances left to do this. I need to go make sure that I'm taking advantage of every one. We're going to have to figure out something defensively. Obviously, tonight the man worked in the games leading up to this. The man switching into zone later. It seems like just switching up is maybe where we need to live, because it just keeps guys a little more amped up. It seems like when we were starting our zone, we were a little bit on our heels. We switch to man, we get on our toes, we start playing downhill a little bit more. Whereas, like I said, in the past, when we've been playing man, we've been on our heels, and then we do a switch up and we go to zone and we start getting on our toes. So it's nice that we have both options. It's kind of a nightmare trying to figure out which one, I guess, is going to work night to night. We'll have to, kind of check out what Sutherland's doing offensively and see if we can figure out which one of our defenses will work better against what they're doing against them, and figure that out. But it's awesome that we get to play at our home court, one more time here before we head on the road on Saturday. It's been a nice little homestand. We haven't had to do any traveling. It's been great. You throw in the JV tournament on Monday, and we've just been shooting on these rims a lot, which I think has a lot to do with how we've been scoring the ball, which has been really well lately. So hopefully we can keep that up. Hopefully we can figure some things out on the defensive end and go get another one on Friday night.
Congratulations on the win tonight, Coach, and let's go get their 5th in a row on Friday night against Sutherland.
Sounds good. Thanks, Trent.
Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll give you the stats from the ball game and wrap things up here on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
The loss of a loved one is undoubtedly one of the hardest times we face in our life. Let the caring and experienced professionals at Lockenauer Jones Mortuary support you through these difficult times. They offer personalized services that you can count on. Lockenauer Jones will help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one. Let them take the time to guide you through the decisions that need to be made during this difficult time. Lockenauer Jones Mortuary, family owned and operated. Call 308-697-3838.
Southwest Nebraska's sports leader is the HFRSN.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Form, Kevin Martin back here with you for the final time tonight. Let's give you the stats from this great boys basketball game here in Cambridge. First of all, for the Raiders, Lucas Einspire, the sophomore, had 14 points tonight for the Raiders. Tice Pate with 5. Ethan Brown with 13. He was 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Brody Simp with 10. He went 2 of 4 from the free throw line. And Mason Robley